Well, roads are important for our area, and it also is important for economic development. We're going to find out how it all works out. To my immediate left, of course, Cindy Lee. She is the director of Allen Economic Development Group. And then we have Brian Rhodesman with us. He's the Allen County engineer. So thanks for coming, both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so Cindy, you know, we always worry about how to build the building, and you got to, you know, do those kind of things. But roads are important, too, when you're out there trying to get people to come to town or keep people in town.
Right. So oftentimes our road work is driven by our developments. And we've got a lot of developments underway, right? A lot of companies coming in, they're expanding. We're looking to bring other attraction projects in. But with that, we got to observe what's happening on our roads.
Right. And Brian, I mean, you got to look at the roads because you got, I assume, got to figure out are trucks coming in or what kind of traffic and things like that. I mean, it's your job to keep the roads up and going in the right, no potholes, stuff like that, right?
That's right. Development they have impacts, both good and positive and negative. So positive impacts to the economy, but they can have negative impacts to our infrastructure, water lines, sewer lines, and in my world, roads and bridges. Right. So we're trying to work with the developers to make sure that we try to address those impacts, those negative ones, and minimize those as much as possible, preferably before they come in, so that we're not, you know, causing havoc for their schedule once they're here.
Sometimes, though, once they're here, they like maybe grow or something, you're like, oh yeah, we need to do something now with this road because of, you know, growth?
Well, absolutely. So we're trying to plan ahead and work with them, see what where their patterns are, what their growth is anticipated to be, and then we try to work with them, with the group with AEDG, and then also the transportation group that we've formed to try to, you know, minimize those impacts, and then work with the developers so that we can come up with a resolution that's long-lasting and that they will help maybe invest in that'll benefit them and the community as well, and then it won't burden the taxpayers with fixing those issues after the fact.
Right, yeah. Well, I know sometimes, you know, orange barrels or like detours, we all get kind of annoyed, but it's an important part of it, right? That you got to do it. Like, we've got projects that are going on that affect people. Thayer Road closure, right?
You cannot make an omelet without cracking eggs. So
yes.
You have to do, the orange barrels are a necessity. Thayer Road is a good example right now. The AEDG team in Allen County, we've worked with them. Thayer Road is my responsibility as the county engineer, and Procter & Gamble is expanding, putting a new plan in. They require new access. We worked with them, worked with the state, got some funding. They provided the funding, both P&G and the state, and we're able to fund a roundabout that will be done by the end of this month.
All right, what about McLean and Hanthor? That's another example.
That's another example. We got a $160,000 grant because of businesses in the area to make improvements, improving the radiuses on Hanthorne Road and McLean, and then repaving it.
You know, you talked about some funding. I guess that's important too, right, Cindy? That you get some funding somewhere along the way to help out.
Yeah, so we try to be proactive, and so when we look at development projects, in order for us to get funding to help Brian with the cost of construction, is we need to have some capital investment involved with job creation, and that enables us then to be able to apply for grants to help offset the costs. So that's what I mean when we're talking about roadwork improvements. Oftentimes is driven by development, and that's when companies are investing and adding jobs.
I guess maybe is Delphus an example of that? They want to develop, you know, another gas station, and with the Love project and stuff like that, that's part of it.
One. We used existing infrastructure. So last we got a grant, a $280,000 grant through Jobs and Commerce for the main route, Lincoln Highway, coming out of the country into Delphus for repaving of that. And you know, that's important for all the farmers. That's the main industry here in Allen County, is all the agricultural business that comes in and out of the county.
Yeah, sometimes we do think of those big main roads, but I mean, the side roads that the farmers use all the time, you got to look at, you have a lot of roads to look at. How many miles of roads do you have to deal with?
353
See,
miles
I
of road.
knew you would know that. Wow, miles and miles of road. And even American Township, if they get that data center, there's something to work with there too, right?
Right, you're going to see some improvements on North Cole Street, and that's because of development. And so we're collaborating with the county engineer, we're collaborating with ODOT, and so we've got a great team put together that's trying to be proactive.
It's neat how you guys all work together. It's all for the good. So thanks for coming today.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.